name's Rachel Tate, I'm 29, soon to be 30. I live in the northeast of England and I'm happily married to a bearded bloke called Dave. We've got a 2-year-old rescue dog called Blue, who gave me a reason to get out of bed again. But he does drive me to the point of insanity at times. My journey with chronic illness started in October 2013 when I began to experience wrist pain. I went to visit my GP, who didn't really want to listen to anything I had to say. Eventually, he referred me for x-rays, but only on one wrist. When the results came back and showed nothing, he told me that it might just help to know that there was nothing wrong, implying that it was all in my head. My wrist pain soon turned into joint pain throughout my whole body, and overnight it felt like my life had changed. Other symptoms began to creep in, and the journey to getting a diagnosis was far from easy. I saw too many doctors to remember, and all but one refused to believe me or investigate my symptoms further. Eventually, in November 2014, I was referred to my rheumatology consultant, and by January 2015, he diagnosed seronegative rheumatoid arthritis, a form of inflammatory arthritis. I thought getting a diagnosis would help, but I was wrong. It is not the diagnosis or the label that really matters, it's learning to manage your disease and get the symptoms under control. I've always been very sure of who I was and what I was about. However, my diagnosis of rheumatoid arthritis and all that came with it changed that. After I was diagnosed with a chronic illness, I lost sight of who I was as I struggled to come to terms with the changes to my physical health and the impact that had on my mental health. I've always been very passionate about writing and helping people. Prior to my diagnosis, I was working towards qualifying as a forensic psychologist. I completed my undergraduate degree in psychology with a minor in criminology and then went on to do my master's degree in forensic psychology. After I left university, I worked in various roles supporting vulnerable people within the community. I also worked to rehabilitate offenders, working in both police custody and in prison. This was work I was really passionate about. However, when my mobility deteriorated, I was no longer allowed to work in prison or custody due to the risks. I went through an extremely traumatic experience with a previous employer, which involved disability discrimination. This resulted in a court case, so I can't go into any specific details about it. However, it did spark an interest in law, as I did research before my court case. After the court case was concluded, I decided that I wanted to give something back, so I went back to university to study my GDL, which is the Graduate Diploma in Law. I'm passionate about changing stereotypes and perceptions that employers have of disabled workers. Whilst I was doing research for my own case, I noticed that it was difficult to find information which was accessible to the average layperson, like myself. That's something that I really would like to change. As part of my research, I spoke to others online who had experienced discrimination in a workplace due to their chronic illness. I was shocked at how many people were experiencing this on a daily basis but felt unable to do anything about it because of lack of financial means or lack of support. This is something we need to change because disabled workers are just as valuable to employers. These videos and my blog will follow my journey as I rediscover my identity and learn to live with my chronic illness. Feel free to get in touch to tell me about your experiences, give any feedback on my blog posts or videos, or make suggestions as to what you'd like to see on here. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, please like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to posting more videos soon.